Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the 1985-86 Students Against Multiple Sclerosis fundraising campaign. The University of Kansas campus was the site for one of the most successful fundraisers in the country. The KU SAMS Committee raised $26,000, putting our campus second in the region and fourth in the USA. How did we do it? Well, I'm glad you asked. It all got started back in August of 1985 when the National SAMS Organization in New York introduced the program to campus chairpersons of universities across the nation. Steve Vogel was KU's campus chair, and he compiled a very hardworking, dedicated board of directors to make it all work. Vaughn Freeman was vice chairman, working closely with public relations and special events. John Truesdale and Andrea Reeves were in charge of business solicitations. Educational awareness was Pat Meacham. Andrea Carter and Mary Stalani were in public relations. Catherine Tuck headed off volunteer recruitment. Special events were organized by Beth Denning and Judy Schwartz. Our treasurer was George Kent, and our SAMS secretary was Elaine Woodford. These students were the backbone and the mind behind KU's program. Without their support and hard work, none of this would have happened. The National Multiple Sclerosis Society had set up three major ideas for events to raise money. The KU SAMS board of directors kept their basic theme, but decided to add and subtract to make it more suitable for students at KU. KU came up with a fourth event and made changes to three other events, as you'll see later on. Before the events actually happened, the PR department worked hard, finding ways to make SAMS a household word, teasing, so to speak, the students, making them have the I can't wait attitude for the events to happen. Our own SAMS artist, Stacy Kinnan, was terrific. She developed many different ads and posters and eventually came up with the KU SAMS theme, We're Out to Tie Up and Bust MS. With this in mind, SAMS people at that point were busy tying 500 yards of ribbon into bows around scores of trees on campus. This helped raise curiosity. When it was through, everyone knew SAMS was coming. To help the cause, Kansas Governor John Carlin proclaimed February as Bust MS Month, and as you'll see, we did. The kickoff party was held February 6th when the rock lookalikes made their first appearance at three local establishments, the Hawk, Gammons, and Cockburns. SAMS raised their first $2,000. What is a celebrity rock lookalike contest? Well, the lookalikes were what the SAMS campaign was all about. Each event was to lead up to a lip sync contest, which would send a winner to regional SAMS contest in order to win it all. And at KU, the winner would receive a trip to the Caribbean for spring break. Event number 2 was the Heart of Rock and Roll Battle of the Bands, February 14th, Valentine's Day. 6 bands from Lawrence and Topeka rocked the Kansas Union Ballroom with an audience of 700. During intermission, contestants went on stage to ask the audience to vote for them. Members of the audience received 3 vote cards when they paid the $3 cover charge. Absolute Ceiling, one of the 6 bands that played at the event, won a recording session at Ramona Recording Studio and a video for the recording at SAM's biggest media sponsor, TV30 in Lawrence, a rock video station. The bands were judged on how original and danceable their music was. Other bands competing were Altered Media, The Fanatics, Sons of Liberty, Pariah, and all of the above. The Battle of the Bands saw another $2,000 for the cause. The third event was unique to the KU campus. It was the benefit fundraising dinner held on February 21st. The benefit dinner was set up by a volunteer KU student alumni group. The alumni advisory panel included honorary chairman Dr. and Mrs. Franklin Murphy, chairs Mr. and Mrs. Charles D. Stowe, Mrs. Odd Williams, and Mr. and Mrs. Dolph C. Simons Jr. The dinner was an incredible success. At $50 a plate, it included cocktails and a dinner presentation by Beverly Noyes, SAM's national director. Entertainment followed with a rock chalk review in between players. This dinner proved that people do care. SAMS raised $18,000 on that incredible night. SAM's fourth event, and the one we'd all been waiting for, happened on February 27th at Cockburns in Lawrence. The bar was packed wall to wall. Everyone who could fit in Cockburns was there, including many media outlets supporting the cause, such as TV30, radio station 106 KLZR, and the Lawrence Journal-World. SAMS started out with 30 contestants wanting to compete in that night. Recruitment committees visited KU student housing all year long to find lookalikes that made the number of contestants at KU the most in the region. But only 10 contestants got to compete in the finals. I'll tell you, it was like Hollywood. Can you imagine having the likes of Marilyn Monroe, Billy Idol, Tom Cruise, Madonna, Rod Stewart, all in just one room? Well, it happened, and the audience voted for the winner, making Steve Pope, KU's Billy Idol, our winner. Rex Boyd, KU's Mick Jaggers, got second, and KU's Tears for Fears received third. Last we heard, Steve Pope was basking in the sun with a trip he won to Nassau Beach in the Bahamas, courtesy of KU's Sam. Well, there you have it, the 1985-86 Students Against Multiple Sclerosis fundraising campaign. It was great to work so hard and have such a fun time doing it. KU Sams would like to thank everyone involved, including Chris Gotsoil, Craig Abraham, Colby Hall, Harlan Harper, Beth Lilly, Rochelle Worrell, Kevin McCluskey, Carl Pippin, Carl Wagner, Steve Gormley, Amy Michaels, Kevin Underhill, Mike Chibwood, Tian Terrell, Ken Walkendorfer, Stacy Holmes, and Denise Bullen. It was a long, hard year, but you'll bet KU's Students Against Multiple Sclerosis will be back next year to bust MS.